Hey gentlemen, welcome back to Dental Miracle. What if everything you know about brushing your teeth is wrong? I stopped using toothpaste for 30 days. No Colgate, no Sensodyne, no whitening gel, nothing. And my dentist, when I told her, said something I did not expect. By the end of this video, you are going to see my before and after results. Find out what actually happened to my teeth, my gums, and my breath, and learn what the science says that toothpaste companies have been hiding from you for decades. Stay with me. This one will change how you brush tonight. In Dental Miracle, the channel where we dig into the real science behind your teeth, cut through the myths, and give you honest answers. I am glad you are here. Let's get into it. So, here's what started this whole thing. A few months ago, I came across a research paper that genuinely disturbed me. Scientists discovered that some common toothpaste ingredients, specifically an antibacterial agent called triclosan, were linked to hormone disruption and antibiotic resistance. Now, triclosan has been banned from hand soaps in the US, but for years, it was in your toothpaste. And it made me ask one question. What else is in here that we are just accepting? So, I decided to run a personal experiment. 30 days. No toothpaste at all. I would still brush twice a day, same routine, same timing, just with a dry brush and water only. I tracked 5 things every single week: my breath, my teeth sensitivity, my gum health, plaque buildup, and how my mouth felt overall. I also visited my dentist at the start and end of the 30 days for a professional evaluation. Let me walk you through exactly what happened. Week 1, the weird phase. The first thing I noticed: brushing without toothpaste feels incredibly wrong. Your brain expects that foamy, minty sensation, and without it, brushing feels almost pointless. It is all psychological, by the way. The foam in toothpaste that comes from a chemical called sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS. It does nothing for cleaning. By day 5, my breath was fine, actually. Not minty fresh, obviously, but not offensive either. Plaque, slightly more visible on my back teeth when I used a disclosing tablet to check, but not dramatically worse. Week 2, the surprising part. This is where things got interesting. My gums, which usually bleed a tiny bit when I floss, stopped bleeding, and I found that SLS, that foaming chemical, is actually linked to increased canker sores and gum irritation in sensitive people. My teeth also felt less sensitive. I normally get a little wince when I drink cold water. That week, barely anything. Week 3, the problem arrives. Okay, week 3 is where it got harder to defend. I started noticing more plaque along my gum line, that sticky, yellowish film. My brush alone was not removing it as effectively. And here is the science. Toothpaste contains fluoride, which remineralizes tiny weak spots in your enamel before they become actual cavities. Without it, those microscopic weak areas are exposed to acid from food with no defense. I started questioning whether this experiment was actually safe. Weak, for the final stretch, by day 28, I had adapted. Brushing for a full 3 minutes and being incredibly thorough. My teeth looked the same, visually. No obvious decay. But my dentist appointment was the real test. I walked into my dentist's office and told her what I had been doing. Her first reaction? "You did what?" After she stopped laughing, she did a full examination. Plaque levels, slightly elevated compared to my baseline, but not dramatically. Gum health actually improved. She noted less inflammation. She agreed this was likely because of the SLS removal. Enamel, no new damage in 30 days. But she flagged something to 30 days is short. Without fluoride, early demineralization would show up over 6 months. Her verdict: brushing technique matters more than the toothpaste, but that does not mean toothpaste is useless. A study from the University of Newcastle found that mechanical action removes up to 70% of plaque, regardless of what product you use. Here is the real picture. What toothpaste actually does. Number 1, fluoride. This is the non-negotiable one. Fluoride remineralizes enamel and is proven to reduce cavities. This is not controversial. The science is overwhelming. Number 2, mild abrasives. Ingredients like hydrated silica help scrub away surface staining and plaque more effectively than a brush alone. Everything else, the SLS foam, the artificial flavors, the charcoal, most of it is either cosmetic or unproven. I am back to using toothpaste now, but differently. First, I switched to an SLS-free toothpaste. My gum irritation has stayed low. Second, I brush for a full 2 to 3 minutes. Technique and time matter more than the product. Third, I stopped using whitening toothpastes daily. The abrasives in them are too harsh for everyday use. Fourth, I added a fluoride mouthwash at night. This way, fluoride has hours to work on your enamel while you sleep. So, should you stop using toothpaste? My honest answer? No, not long term. Fluoride matters too much to skip. If this video changed how you think about your dental routine, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Drop a comment below. What is one dental habit you have been doing wrong your whole life? I read every single one. See you in the next video. Take care of those teeth. They have to last you a lifetime. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.